Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Little homie do the wall. Make them do the wall. All my ladies do the wall. If you a gangster, do the wall. Walk. Going where you from. Everybody do the wall. Make them do the wall. Everybody do the wall. Said I make them do the walk. Real gangsters don't talk. Leave your body up the chalk. Just for talking to a narc. If I catch you at the park, hanging out after dark. See you a fish, I'm a shark. I'ma hit him in the heart. I'ma hit him where it hurt. Put him in the dirt. Trunk full of work. If you're scared, go to church. Body getting murked. Name in the shirt. Make your bitch squirt, cause she know it won't work. I'ma hit him where it hurts. Put him in the dirt. Trunk full of work. If you're scared, go to church. Body getting murked. Name in the shirt. Make your bitch squirt, cause she know it won't work. Now, homie, do the wall. Make him do the wall. All my ladies do the wall. If you a gangster, do the wall. Going where you from. Everybody do the wall. Make him do the wall. Everybody do the wall. Said I make him do the wall. All the bitches tryna stalk. I ain't know me like a hawk. Wanna ride up on my car. They know I got it on lock. Got women by the flock. See you a nerd, I'm a jock. Hating on me cause I rock. I'ma hit him where it hurt. Put him in the dirt. Trunk full of work. If you're scared, go to church. Body getting murked. Name in the shirt. Make your bitch squirt cause she know it won't work. I'ma hit him where it hurts. Put him in the dirt. Trunk full of work. If you're scared, go to church. Body getting murked. Name in the shirt. Make your bitch squirt cause she know it won't work. Now, homie, do the wall. Make him do the wall. All my ladies do the wall. If you a gangster, do the wall. Going where you from. Everybody do the wall. Make him do the wall. Everybody do the wall.
Rowdoggs Entertainment. 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 OG Rowdoggs Entertainment. Rowdoggs Entertainment. To the Rowdoggs GT, man. Rowdoggs Entertainment. Rowdoggs Entertainment. Rowdoggs Entertainment. Rowdoggs Entertainment. Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Yo, what's cracking, man? It's your boy OG Rome, aka Mr. Everywhere, repping Rowdoggs Entertainment. I want to welcome everybody to Rowdoggs TV, episode 56, with my co-host to the left.
What it do, man? It's your boy Dazer Dabs representing Rowdoggs Entertainment and Rome. The double Tony's here, man.
Oh shit, Tony Montana, the one and only
shit.
Tony NARIO is in the building. Can we get? Oh yes, sir. Hey, I'm getting used to the new name Tony NARIO. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know my boy by Hip Hop Alcatraz, and at the end of the day, tell the whole world who you are, what you do, and represent, Pimp.
Yes, sir.
Well, my name is Tony NARIO, and a lot of people know me by Alcatraz for sure, Hip Hop Alcatraz, and people still gonna call me that. That's fine. I've been doing music for quite some time. Took a little sabbatical for a few years. Came back, dropped this new project soon. You'll see out on all platforms right now. You guys will check out the video in a little bit called Characters. That was also the lead single. And just working on new music with my man Breeze. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And we're just doing our thing, man.
So how did you get started in music, bro? Because honestly, before I get knee deep into how I viewed you going into this rap game,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To you people want to know the origin of how you got started. How were you influenced by music? What was it that said I'm about to do rap? Yeah.
Nah, well, it was more hip hop than anything.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like for me, it was being a little kid and at the height of hip hop, like you know, breakdancing and watching graffiti
Oh.
and the DJing and all that. So that's
Five
how,
The
elements.
fundamentals.
yeah, absolutely. Well, that's what drew me into the culture. And then obviously as I got older, you know, you watching all these dudes rhyme from like, you know, LL Cool J, Run DMC, you know what I mean? And then like, you know, as I'm going into junior high, we got Digital Underground, Pac is just starting to emerge, you know, you got people like Vanilla Ice, you know, doing his thing. Like you just got all these different things. So that was pretty much like what influenced me, bro. And then I think I wrote like, I wouldn't even say wrote. I freestyled my first rap when I was like probably about 10.
God damn, you see, God, that's a good start.
Yeah. Well, what it was I remember we had those little tape recorders that you could like record yourself. You pop a tape and record yourself, and that's what I did. And I mean, it sucked, but it was, you know, shit.
And that's really, I noticed, because that's what it took for me too, just to hear yourself on anything that was recording, and just to hear yourself and like. And on a freestyle and be like, you know what? I suck, but I did 1 or 2 rhymes in there.
Yeah.
I rhyme heat and beat. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh shit, I got something there.
Because nowadays, like we have our phones and shit like that. Like the kids wouldn't really know, you know,
The struggle, fucking struggle.
The real struggle.
They could make hits on their phones right now.
You could fuck with them. You know, you have these different apps, and that was just straight recording, and then you have to figure it out from there.
They can record straight to their phone, like you just said. Like it ain't even. Yeah, it's different now for sure.
So did you get into like other than like the lyrics and all that? Did you get into breakdancing and graffiti?
Well, breakdancing, yeah. You know, as a little kid, as a graffiti artist, bro, I tried, but I sucked, bro. I just, you know, it was one of those things where I wanted to, but I sucked, bro, and I didn't understand. You know, there's a vision I think that comes with
fundamentals to that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I respected it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I always had homies that did it, that did the bombs, you know, the whole nine.
And where'd you grew up at?
In Inglewood.
Nice. Nice, yeah. Trust me, dog. I'm gonna tell you how I heard about this motherfucker right here, boy. This right here is a hood legend right here.
I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
You know, because I want to know how the first time you recorded a song.
Yes.
I was probably about 16, 17. And my boy Caesar, my compadre, we were working at this place. This was before, this is when, so no, I might have been maybe 18 or 19 then. But it was right when the .coms were taking off. And we worked for this company in Hawthorne called Cosmo.com. It was basically like, think of the Amazon way before Amazon. And you could go to Cosmo. Anyway, I was working there, and through working there, you meet all kinds of different people. I met this dude named Ty. Ty was a producer. He's like, yo, I got a beat, woo, woo, woo. He's like, you come record it at my spot. He's like, I recorded over here at the homies. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, where's your spot? He's like, oh, in Inglewood. I'm like, bro, I'm from Inglewood. And he's like, oh, for real? I was like, so where's your spot? He's like, oh, it's a place called Slice Records. I go, Slice Records right next to my mom worked at the cleaners on Prairie and Arborvitae.
Nice.
So I went and I was like, so Slice Records was like a big thing. Like I'll tell you how dope Slice was. Slice, who was the guy who owned Slice Records right there, I freestyled with like guys like and I don't even know if they remember, but Eastwood does. Eastwood, Crooked Eye, and like
nice,
like barely coming up. Damani would come up in there.
That's
like,
crazy.
Fools that were from Inglewood. You know what I'm saying? And I went to the studio, bro, and that was like the first time. And he goes, "All right, you got a song you want to record?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got some lyrics, and I got like a hook."
Yeah.
He's like, "All right, cool." He's like, so how many bars you got? And I said,
hey, what the fuck is a bar?
I counted my lines, Holmes, and I was like, it's 21. He goes, 21? What the fuck is that?
I love this, because my first song, I didn't know what the fuck bars. I used to freestyle, and I could freestyle to a beat nonstop. Bars? I have 14 bars. I didn't know it was 16 for a verse. I had to come back and re-record it. So tell me about yourself. So you had 21?
And he goes, what is that, the last bar, he tells me? So I didn't know, but it was dope. He joked with me, but he goes, all right, he goes, let's do the hook. So we did the hook. He goes, this is called your hook. He said, your hook is 12 bars. Yeah. He goes, what you have right here is called 12 bars. And he showed me, he said, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2.
He broke down.
He broke it down. He goes, all right, now spit your verse. He goes, and I'm going to stop you where 16 is at. said, all right, cool. So spit my verse. All right, that's 16. Boom. He says, you want to listen to yourself? All right, cool. Like, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what I mean? Like, it's my first time. So I hear it back, and I'm listening like, damn, that's me. And I smiled, and he was like,
That's the best. Yeah.
That's what took off.
and it just took off from there, bro. Like, that was it. You know, we recorded the song, and it was
And keep this in mind, people who are listening. You don't have to be the best. You just gotta fucking believe in yourself, and then believe that you're gonna progress. If you don't make no progress and start sounding good, your homies better tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I think, you know, even for me going through my career and having this long break that I had, you know, where I was just more so, I took the break more for a lot of different reasons. I mean, I got divorced, I had my daughter, just different things. I started a battle rap company that I ran for like 5 years.
I seen that.
You know what I mean? Like, I even got, some of the guys are still on URL till this day. Like, you know what I mean?
I do recall that shit. You running, you know, you opening, you know, a whole lane for people that haven't seen that since back in the fucking Project Hope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that was what made it different too, you know.
Yeah.
But we'll get back to that.
Yeah.
But coming back to, you know, with the music, you know my compadre, which is Glasses Malone.
Yeah,
You know
I was about to tap on that.
Yeah.
So one thing about me is I'm a Hispanic rapper and I'm trying to get in the industry. So you gotta do your homework. And as I'm doing my homework, you know, I hear about this guy named Alcatraz. I didn't know it was hip hop Alcatraz. It was Alcatraz. So I gotta do my research. You know, I'm creating my own brand. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to network. I'm not sure exactly where I met you at, but I'm sure I met you at an event. But I did my research, and it so happened to be that not only are you dope, not only are you from Inglewood, my city, and
Our city.
Yeah, our city, right? You know what I'm saying? But you've made it far enough to not get categorized as a Chicano rapper and to be able to be under a big ass label through Glasses Malone. So I want you to tell people the experience and how it came about, you know?
I think it was probably the worst experience that I ever. No. In terms of going away from Chicano, I should.
Because I was hearing your shit and tap into it because.
Yeah, because now what I've created now, and I trademarked my logo, and you'll see it, is everyone calls it Chicano rap. It's fine. As I've got closer to Midget Local, you know, and I met so many different Spanky Local, you know, all these different gentlemen that I got to meet through 27 Junkies, and just talk to dudes and understand, like, oh, these guys are also hip hop heads. They just grew up a different way, right? So as me and G had been working on this whole Spanglish project and stuff, which me and him never put out, we've still talked about putting it out. We were talking one day, and he was like, I said, I do Chicano hip hop. He goes, you need to run with that. So, because I think the biggest thing that we do sometimes, and you're right, like we kind of pride ourselves on separating ourselves, right? Like how you said, like you weren't categorized as this.
But then we end up in a lane of emptiness sometimes.
Well, that's what happens, because when you rap in English, you're now competing with the black artists who do what their culture does.
Yeah.
And that is
Ours is more Spanglish type shit.
I mean, the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
You know, anyone you look at, from Frost to Mellow to Bash to Cypress Hill. How can I forget Cypress Hill? Psycho Realm.
Just had a new documentary.
Lighter Shade of Brown. You know,
all these guys, bro.
All those guys who we're talking about that had success, all of them tried to rap in English, and all of them had their biggest success on Spanglish records. But not just Spanglish, the records were cultural.
Yes, sir.
They sold our culture. And it doesn't, because at the end of the day, bro, the one thing that we'll never lose, Rome, and this is something that I had to come to terms with, we're never going to lose who we are, bro. We're hip hop. You know what I mean? So while you catch me like this today with this, when you start seeing me watch the video for characters, that's going to be the look now. You'll still see my images of hip hop in it, but you're going to see the Pendletons now. You just might see a one with black and green or black and purple. It might not be the traditional. You know?
You're tapping in more into the culture, I'm assuming? more into the look, more into the simple
wearing
fact that
different colors,
no,
so to
it's
speak,
the
you know,
simple
just
fact
like-
is that we are what we look like, and we're Hispanic, and the people that's gonna relate to us is gonna be a Hispanic. You
Well,
feel me?
Yeah, but I also think that when you become the creme de la creme of us, you become Bash, you become Rob.
Yeah.
Like people, like our people sometimes, like maybe the young kids don't know, but we know. And I was one of those guys that was like, man, I ain't trying to be like those guys, bro. I'm like fucking cannabis or method man or Jay-Z or Nas. You get what I'm saying?
I feel
and
it.
it was like, well, okay, cool, if that's what I wanted to go after, right? But what I realized is, how do I be that for us? And rapping in all English, I now have to compete with Jay-Z and Nas. And let's just keep it a buck. I'm not as good as a Jay-Z or Nas. I can admit that to myself. Most artists can't do that. No, I'm hotter than this. All right, bro, you hot, bro. But if you was, see, the reality of it is when you're that hot, you become Big Pun. When you're that hot. And even a Big Pun, but think about how, no, but Joe is another thing, but Big Pun was super dope lyrically, right?
Yes, he was.
And even as dope as he was lyrically, what worked for him? The Spanglish record, the Boricua Morena. What was the next record before he passed? Rest in peace, Pun.
Yeah.
It was 100% Puro when they did the Hector Lavoe remake. Cuando llegará el día de mi suerte. But having technical difficulties.
Yeah, it's just like,
And
well,
I'm over here getting contact high
it's all right.
with.
Are you right? Are you right?
I'm gonna be Mano
Bro,
in this one. Like,
it's just crazy to hear stories, you know what I mean? Because you obviously been there, and you know you did your trials and tribulations, you know what I mean?
for sure.
To hip hop, you know what I mean? Because it ain't just Chicano rap; it is hip hop, you know, that you really push and everything
Correct.
like that. You feel me?
Correct.
Just out of everybody you kicked it with, you know, toured, who has been like the most influencer that you've ever like just kicked back and had a good old talk about while with, you know what I mean?
Influential, just in,
It could be musical, or it could be like he said,
Entertainment,
you know.
it could be even in life, like
Yeah.
my whole career.
Yeah, just anybody.
I think the person that showed me the ropes of everything, like whether we had ups and downs or whatever, was Mello. Mello Mayonnaise. You know, and I have way more people before him when I was doing music.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. But that's
But-
the one that hit.
Yeah, you know, my boy D Royal, shout out to him.
D Royal.
He's the one that could set up the whole thing. He was doing like this whole Godfathers of Latin hip hop, and he was doing this other thing with I forgot what it's called, like Latin. Do you remember what it was called, bro?
Latin Alliance, I think it was.
Yeah, something like that, right?
And then, like,
You know, you got on this project, and I don't know, Mello took a liking to me at that point, bro, and he asked me and D to come on tour with him and be his hype man. And then,
Awesome.
And then from that, like all of a sudden, I remember we were in Albuquerque, New Mexico, doing the convention center.
Yes.
And I almost kicked this dude in the face because he like stood in front of the stage, and he was like flicking off Mello. And Mello's a professional, so he just looked at him, right, and he kind of looked at me and he seen, you know, kind of like
Must have fucked his wife. Woo!
probably, right. But what was really dope about that night was he before we went on to do the show, he gave me 8 minutes on his set to perform.
Nice, bro.
So I got to perform some stuff. I got to, you know, and then he connected me with Lyric, who put me on the Sean Healy circuit to do all those shows.
Fucking lyric. Big lyrics, right?
Yeah, big Lyric. You know, a lot of people don't know, like Lyric put on people like Concrete, who's now like an IG, you know, personality.
When he was rapping.
You know, he put on the homie Charlie. He put on, who does a lot of big shows still in San Diego.
Well, when he's working with Sean Healy, that was the main shit to get into the big shows. That was the shit to get to the big shows.
Yeah.
The shit, if you want to get to the Key Club, you want to get to the Whiskey A Go-Go, House of Blues and all that shit, my first show, luckily, was with my 14 bars, was what, Mag 10 at the Key Club. not knowing how to perform, not knowing shit. But luckily, I filmed all my performances to be able to critique myself.
Yeah.
I was my worst critic. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Sean Healy. Yep.
Yeah. So that's who I would say would be my most influential, you know, and because of that relationship, I met so many people, and I always tell these stories, you know, anybody who's watching that have watched others, they're gonna be like, "This motherfucker tell the same stories," but it's kind of like when I listen to Fat Joe be telling the greatest stories ever, bro, and I could hear the same story from him like 100 times.
Because it's the truth, bro. That's just what it is.
So besides that guy that you almost kicked in the face, have you ever had a crazy experience on tour through this music, dealing with people? What's one of the craziest experiences you dealt with?
Just women, bro. Just women. Like that. Just because you're on tour, bro, they'll throw the chonies at you, bro. Like and it's hard to resist when you're that young. Like I haven't been on anything like that in a while, so it's hard to say how I would act now. But I'm single anyway. You know what I mean?
So chonies are welcome.
Yeah, you know. So, but yeah, I would say that's pretty much the craziest experience.
Yeah.
Oh no! I have a good
Speak on it.
I want to hear this.
This one was really good.
All right,
We
let's hear it.
again on tour with Mello. We went up to Pueblo, Colorado, and we were performing at this outdoor event, and it was an old school event. Adina Howard, Brenton Woods,
Nice.
Sugar Hill Gang,
Nice.
blah blah blah. So we're waiting to perform or whatever. I don't know what happened. Sugar Hill Gang goes out, and they have a replacement because somebody had passed already at that time. So one of the guys was a replacement. I don't remember if it was Hank or who it was. Point being, we're just chilling off to the side. Back then I smoked, drank a little bit or whatever. And something happened with the mic, bro, and the whole Sugar Hill Gang came off the stage and fucking started throwing trash cans. Motherfucking this and that.
What?
Yeah, bro. It was
The group?
Yeah.
You motherfucker! I told you if you fuck with my set.
One of the backup singers.
Bro, it was
What
that was one of the craziest. Cause I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, what the fuck's
You
going
would think
on?
the fans did that shit.
We got ready to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it had to do with something about their microphones. They just got really
Technical
upset.
difficulties,
Yeah.
There's some people that are like that, bro. That perform, they get really buttered.
Like Biggie.
I'm like, bro, go do your fucking sound check.
Like Biggie. Did you ever see that one with Biggie where he threw the mic at his DJ,
Yeah,
but it
yeah.
wasn't his DJ's
He was
fault?
like, fuck. Ooh, because his music kept cutting out or some shit. It
Right.
kept like skipping. Yeah, that shit was funny as fuck.
Funny as fuck.
Yeah, well, professional. That's crazy. Anybody that you said he smoked, you know what I mean, before. And,
Yeah.
Anybody you smoked with that was like, wow, I didn't know they smoked. You know what I mean?
Or been in the studio with
Or that, yeah.
that you didn't think you could be in the studio with.
That I smoked with was with Be Real in them. That was like a thing to me.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they used to always hang out at the fucking probably still
Yeah,
do,
Rainbow Bar.
the Rainbow
yeah.
Bar.
Yeah,
So we go over there with Mello. He'd be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go over there with B." I'm like, "Oh, cool." You know, like trying to hang out with B Real. Why not? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
right.
Then, dog, like his fucking Muggs was never there when I was there.
I ain't seen Muggs in his
Oh, he's
this whole
there. He just
system.
doesn't go to shit like that.
Bro.
It's him and Sindog.
I would kill to have a fucking DJ Muggs produced project, even a track, bro. Even just a track, bro. You realize how dope he is, bro?
Hey, bro, honestly, so the homie Pete Funk made me listen to the first album, that 1995, I think, I don't know what it was.
Mhm.
Every fucking beat, every shit was just, that's what everybody fucking redoes.
Yeah.
Is that the Puerto Rican dude that he's working with? Is that who you keep talking about, P, or is that someone else?
Oh, no. Oh, Pete Funk, no. He's probably in the kitchen right now.
Okay, have you guys seen the guy that you've seen the artist that Muggs is pushing right now? I
No,
don't know
no,
his name, but he looks like Canelo, like he's a ginger.
Oh, wow.
But he's Cubano and he raps in Spanish.
No, I haven't seen that.
Bro, and
I need to
Muggs
check it out.
Produce some stuff for him, bro, and that fool gets off, bro. Like the production is hard. One thing about Muggs, bro, and that was I think what really took Cypress Hill over the top is that their production, again, going back to it, bro, like you use Duke of Earl. Like think about the things that they use. Like when you go back and break down those beats, bro, there was always a heavy cultural influence
Oh,
that
yeah,
he was
like,
doing. And you go, fuck, this is why it worked.
Yeah.
This is why it works.
And he does all the live shit too, bro. He's so bad.
It's a science, bro.
Yeah.
There's a science to it.
So, what are you working on right now currently? Because we have a video that we want to premiere right here, man.
So this is off a project that I had. Like I told you, I took a break and I already had this project done. And out of respect for my boy Breeze, my boy, Tommy Guns, my boy Bear Tracks, I put this one out. This was still in all English. So it's called Soon You'll See. The video you're gonna play in the song is called Characters. It's a little bit more grown, a little bit more mature. The new shit I'm working on with Breeze right now, which I'm sure he's mad at me because I haven't recorded in about 2 weeks. But this one is gonna be heavily. Remember I told you I wanted to play you something. It's heavily culturally influenced, and a lot of it now because I'm going outside, because I'm hanging out with Rome, because I'm going out to Whittier and Atlantic with my boy Mo, who has the 57 rag. The music is coming to me more because it's like my music always comes from experiences.
Yes, sir.
So I'm trying to also put myself around more of my cultural,
Tap into that.
you
You just try to tap into it.
to put out this music.
Yeah,
So
that
that's
shit-
what you're gonna
that shit's
get.
going crazy right now.
That's how that fool Kip Frost, he was fucking with this fools all day cruising, and all them couple of songs that he did in the car while they were cruising.
Well,
He's the whole album actually.
Well, he's the ambassador of that shit, bro. Like honestly, like I know we talked about off camera, Mello doing the Spanglish thing, but when it comes to Chicano, whatever you want to call it, rap, hip hop, I mean, Frost, that style, La Raza, that was the birth of it, bro. That was even the bigger records from there, bro. Family Affair, Ain't No Sunshine. Listen to those records, bro. Like, it doesn't matter if the bands were Mexican or if the bands were black people. Like, the sound of it still resonates with our people.
At the end of the day.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's that sound.
Yeah.
But what I'm getting away from, and you'll see, is I'm not doing it how it was originally done. That's why I'm calling it hip hop.
Yeah. Chicano hip hop,
The drums are still hard.
So who produced this right here?
This one right here,
Yeah.
same person I've been working with, my boy Breeze.
All right, what's the name of the track?
It's called Characters.
Characters,
Under
right
Tony
here.
NARIO.
Right here, check it out.
Reminiscing the life. Reminiscing the life.
Cruising in my whip, top down, reminiscing. Hand 12 o'clock on the wheel, busting missions. Pocked in the deck, so you know I'm focused listening. Popo on our tails, running license like we stealing. Still bending corners when my partner's making killings. Ain't gotta be a gangster when you running with the realest. What I learned from you, bandit, if you want it, go and get it. And if you start something, don't stop until you finish. So we keep getting money in this game called life. And we stay fresh fitted, so they know we are hype. Nice kicks, fresh jeans, couple chains, couple watches, C notes in our socks, platinum cards in our wallets. Smart street hustlers learn how to invest the profit. The ones that don't, well, they gotta take the losses. And if you make it out, shut your mouth and be cautious. We all know the game, so we know the streets
Follow
watching.
the code of the streets ever since I was young. Ran with the worst of the bunch, I was out having fun. Still got my stripes, I was there in the midst of the crime. I shed those tears for my peers, reminiscing the life.
Jealousy breeds envy and that's a fact. I'm done helping motherfuckers who stab me in the back. I gotta keep it pushing and I'm so far ahead. In the lead, comfy cushion, really getting this bread. I always remember what this gentleman said. I was only 15, but it stuck in my head. More money, more problems, more women, more condoms, more game, more knowledge, more fakes in your column. I got it, I get it, I understood the content. Dudes be worse than bitches and I don't need the nonsense. This is why I'm constant but conscious of the conflict. Stick to the topic, the logic in my process. Yo, I'm light years ahead of these cats, and I'ma be right here running victory laps. Ain't gotta be in the streets to know the code of the streets, but be part of the know what they
Follow
mean. King.
the code of the streets ever since I was young. Ran with the worst of the bunch. I was out having fun. Still got my stripes. I was there in the midst of the crime. I shed those tears for my peers, reminiscing the life. 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 Follow the code of the streets ever since I was young. Ran with the worst of the bunch. I was out having fun. Still got my stripes. I was there in the midst of the crime. I shed those tears for my peers, reminiscing the life. 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 Reminiscing the life.
Damn, right there, bro.
Yes,
All right.
that was
What?
good.
Hey,
I know it's
you guys weren't hearing what we were saying behind the scenes. So, at the end of the day, man,
Yes.
right there, I've always respected your music because
Thank you.
your storytelling, you have bars, you're not sitting there doing too much or too little, you're just giving it to them straight down the motherfucking middle. You know what I mean? And as you were talking about cultural this and that, you know, at the end of the day, what is the formula to this entertainment?
Yes.
You might think is this the formula and this is a formula and this is a formula. Well, it keeps changing. Let's get an example. Because I seen just documentary, the Little Nas X.
Yeah.
He did a song. He fucking posted on TikTok. One white kid did a fucking dance video to it.
The Yodel boy.
Yeah, and then everybody started doing it. It could have been funny or not. And then they noticed as it was the algorithm that was
trending. It
catching.
was trending.
They put it into a playlist. The playlist did itself. Bam. That worked for him, and he so happens to be what he is right now. Are we gonna say the whole point is anything could work? The whole point, I think, to me, is just being true to yourself.
Yeah.
And not only that, unless it's like a miracle, like it happens to him, that was a miracle, then it's funding. Because I'm sure you had the last song you recorded was a hit record, and I know you felt it. And the new song you're gonna record next, guess what? Don't you feel that?
Well, again, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with understanding the business of it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I think that's the misconception that they try to sell people, is that these guys just recorded something, threw it on TikTok or whatever, and it blew up. No, there's a team behind it.
there's other people that do
Promoters.
bam, and because they could make a garbage ass song,
Garbage.
fucking
It's been done.
radio programming, boom, boom, play it, and you like it.
Here's what I will say about this. You know, like you said, the formula does change. Well, let me take that back. The formula doesn't change. I think there's just certain lanes for everything, right? So I think like a Little Nas X, right? Like, this is my personal opinion.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know whatever anyone else might think, but I don't see longevity from Lil Nas X.
Mm.
Like, he might do his thing. He might have had. I don't even know if he had another record. The only one I know is Old Town Road. So if he's had something else, I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I
So-
think it's him coming out that really made him push.
Actually,
a little
because
bit.
of Hollywood and
You know what I'm
because
saying?
a lot of them are, what they are. I don't know what. I
Talking
don't.
about the alphabet community.
Yeah, the
Okay.
LGBT
I
community.
call them the
Yeah,
alphabet
that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to say it the wrong way. I don't disrespect, but because they needed somebody to represent them, he's not going anywhere. They're literally his videos are they're like Michael Jackson movies, bro. They're fucking putting
I think
grip
they'll
on.
die
I
out,
get what
bro.
you're saying. Well,
I
if
think
the,
they'll die out.
okay,
I think they'll die out.
well,
You talk about authenticity.
Well,
You're right.
no, well, yeah. Well, again, we're talking about. Again, I think that for longevity, the guys, and we were having this conversation over there outside. For longevity, you have to be a cultural influence. Every artist that we have that is someone that, I mean, again, just going to the top of the list: Jay-Z, Nas, Tupac, Biggie, J. Cole, Drake, like Kendrick Lamar. I'm talking about the top of the top of what we see.
Mhm.
They're culturally influential.
Yeah.
And they're constantly culturally influential. If what you can do is come in the game, make some hot records, and be a chingy, have like 1, 2, 3,
Right.
make a lot of money, you know, do your thing, right? You can absolutely have a run like that, but you're not gonna have longevity.
Yeah.
You
It's
know
gonna
what I
die
mean?
out.
It's
It's
gonna
gonna
die
fade
out.
away.
Like you have to have.
It's gonna get old, bro.
You have to have a cultural influence, bro. That's why I say, bro, even with like the Frost and all these, like, what we, you know where we lack with more people knowing about Frost and Mello and Cypress Hill and all of these different guys. I don't think we have enough of our own outlets. Like, this is dope. That's why I thank you for having
Yeah.
you guys having me on Rowdoggs Entertainment.
And
This
you're
is-
right about the outlet aspect, because at the end of the day, who buys all the records?
Us.
Who's all the DJs on the radio? Who is the
Buys all the
major
tickets?
promoter? No, I'm not trying to be rude. Who's the major promoters in all the biggest concerts right now?
Us.
Okay, so if
Who buys all the
somebody,
tickets,
yeah,
CDs and
if somebody
everything?
would kind of just make either like this record label that just kind of, or this lane, or this, like
This
somebody
lane.
who just breaches the gap, and
Yeah.
a Tupac of Mexicans that brings it all together
That's what it's gonna be.
and says, look, this is who we are, this is what we are. You're gonna show us respect, because we were talking about all culture too,
Yes.
through rap beats.
Yes. Yes.
But part of it too, Rome, is through what you're saying, and this is a big thing for me too, because this is something that I used to do, and I know a lot of us still do.
Mhm.
I don't do it anymore verbally,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and that is saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Sure.
you need to give us our respect. No, let's just work and gain our
Gain the
respect.
respect.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. Because the people will come, black and brown, pushing the black. Oh, this is pushing the
And
black
believe
and
it or
brown
not,
movement.
like at the end of the day, I'm still relevant in my own fucking community. I'm still getting booked 2 to 3 times. I'm still getting flown out. I'm still living life, and I come from foster homes. And to me, I really never. Right now, we're speaking about it, but I never consider. I don't think about shit like that. I just do me. I hope they like it. I'm glad the fucking 5 or 10, 15 fans that I gained that day or not.
Yeah.
And I really don't sit back and think about it. But maybe if I did, I'll be able to have a better direction, because that's becoming, to be
Yeah,
able
well,
to.
I think you're an independent person who does everything, so it's a little bit different because you're not marketing. And this is just me from the
Yeah.
outside looking in. I don't see you marketing Rome the music.
Mm.
I see you like marketing Rome the person. Like Nipsey, rest in peace, was more popular for who he was as a person than his music.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if a lot of people don't realize that. People like people connect to you off the fact that you are everywhere. You are shaking hands. You are, oh man, he does videos. He raps. It's everything that you're doing.
And I respect that coming from you, bro, because honestly, like what you were saying behind the scenes, I invited you to my first birthday bash. You came out there, you know what I'm saying, and you through your battle raps and your music, and believe it or not, like when I came into the music industry, I'm like, fucking Alcatraz, that's dope. I want to be able to do shit like that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I give you your motherfucking flowers too. So
Appreciate that.
thank you so much for speaking about me. I never.
Thought of that,
Yeah, I just fucking keep going,
Sometimes
bro.
you need
You just
people
keep going,
that
bro.
Like this to open your eyes more. You know what I mean?
feel me?
And let you think outside the box, so to speak. You feel me? And it's true, bro.
I just try to include the whole Rowdoggs as a.
And at the end of the
as
day,
a
we're
team, you know what I'm
included
saying?
regardless, dog. But you know what I mean? You are the one. You know what I'm saying?
And I wanted to say something back to the black and brown, bro. You don't even realize you push it more by just people visually seeing. You don't have to say it because it's around. It's part of your life.
Yeah.
I feel like, because I was part of that movement. Yeah, we bring the black and brown, unity. And it's like, I would notice that I'd get a lot of pushback. I don't know if you've gotten pushback before from whether it's our own gente or, just people like, I don't fuck with us. You're always going to get that, right?
Yeah.
So at that point, it's like, all right, you know what? I'm not going to tell you anymore.
This
is my life and how I live anyway. So if you don't,
yeah, there's other people that do that. Oh, I'm the unity. I'm the one that brings the black and brown and all that. And they, like, I hear you. When you put all that, there's gonna be people that pros and cons.
Yeah.
To me, I literally go through my phone book. I call my boy Alcatraz today. I'm like, hey, bro, you're letter A. Yeah. When I call him, right?
Yeah.
I say you're letter A.
Keep me under there.
You know what I'm saying? Under Alcatraz, I go through all my connections through all this music industry, and I call everybody, whether they're available or not. I do this shit for the people, bro. Everything's always been free. I never paid a famous artist to perform in my backyard. I never charged anybody to go in through my fucking house. The whole point is,
And he is talking about his birthday.
I want to make sure everybody comes out July 16. The homie Tony, we're going to kidnap him, make sure he comes out here.
I'm going to be here. I was supposed to be here last year, and my daughter was like not having it. But this year,
It's going down.
well, she's older now, so we're having better conversations.
Hello.
There
So
it
I'm
is.
like,
Daddy got to go and play now.
Right.
All right?
We don't get a signed T-shirt from Rome.
So,
it's rough out here.
any word of advice you would give individuals that want to get into this entertainment, that don't have an outlet, that are not related to a famous person, that don't know and are just watching, that say they're the best rapper and staying in the house, that have a lot of skills? Because we met those motherfuckers. The fools with the most skills are what? The laziest. You feel me? But at the end of the
I'm
day,
one of those people.
this motherfucker.
Not that I'm lazy, but I let myself fall into slumps.
Hey,
For
you
sure.
see my fucking house. Get your ass over here.
Hey,
Get over here.
yeah, I think he's
I'm
the-
tired. I'm tired of
Hey, you heard
motherfuckers.
him. Yeah,
Look,
people.
how many times have I offered my house? Everybody that comes to my house, I wake up, bro. I wake up, do music, edit videos, go work out, go do my shows, bro. This is all I do. This is already processed. God is good. God has gave me this platform. You feel me?
God is
You know what I'm saying?
God is great.
So there it is.
To answer
Word
your
of advice. Word of advice.
I think the best word of advice that I could give an artist is figure out what you're doing it for. What are you doing it for? If you're doing it to pop and be popular and this and that, well, that's cool, but recognize that there's still a level of content that you're gonna have to release and things that you're gonna do, and there's a lot of work to that. If you're trying to be the best because you got the best rap skills and all that, understand that although there are good rappers, the style has changed now. So if you having dreams of being on TV and on the radio and this and that, there is a style that's in right now.
Adapt.
You can either adapt or not.
Yeah.
Or you can do like guys like Griselda, who have stuck to their roots. Guys like Psycho Realm, who have stuck to their niche and their built-in
base.
audience.
Yeah.
And they move around and be happy and content. So my word of advice is figure out why you want to do it, what you're doing it for, and be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
That would be it, and then move forward from that point.
I just want to know, where's the dopest spot you ever been to?
Performance wise,
Just anywhere,
In life?
vacation, you know what I mean?
at Cancun, we went to Chichen Itza.
Wow.
Saw the Mayan ruins. I went to the cenote.
Ooh.
I went all the way down to the cenote.
Speak on it, cause I've been there twice.
Bro,
I've been there
bro.
twice.
We traveled to Xcaret.
Yeah.
The zip lining.
Yeah.
Wow. I know you.
Yeah, bro. It's beautiful.
Hey,
and
so
crazy.
did you know that the history over there is that the meteors that killed the dinosaurs hit in Yucatan Peninsula?
that's what they said. Yeah.
So when the big meteor hit and it blew up and broke the shit, the little baby meteors hit, and that's what made the fucking cenotes. And then the Mayan Indians will fucking decapitate the virgin women, so the rain gods will come sacrifice, right? But if you go over there, right, you'll see it clear as beautiful paradise, and then you'll come a rain god. Literally a cloud of rain, and it'll rain for 5 minutes, then it'll take off. So these motherfuckers will manipulate society.
Water?
Yeah, that shit over there's dope, bro. It's beautiful.
So, you guys want to hear a trippy one?
Yeah.
Yes.
When we went over there, me at that time, me and my ex-wife, she probably won't want me to tell the story, but it's whatever. You know what I mean?
She's the ex-wife.
We were trying to get pregnant with my daughter, and it wasn't happening. Shit just wasn't happening. It wasn't me. I think something was going on. Ended up in the end, turned out that she had one working fallopian tube, and that was the situation. But we ended up getting blessed. Yeah. Well, when we were over there, we were talking to the people. The little man said he came from Yucatan, and he sold my wife, my ex-wife, the what is it called? You know the little porcelain dolls, but it was like a fertility.
Oh wow.
The goddess of fertility.
Mm-hmm.
So we brought it home, bro, and not even 6 months later, bro. It gives me
Oh,
chills, bro.
Yes.
My daughter, I got my daughter.
What the fuck?
Yes, that's a real story, bro.
Hey, look, and believe it or not, it's something about indigenous people, indigenous people that are so in touch with their roots and everything that have that shit, because we're so stuck with all these electronics, all these little shit that's stopping all this shit to be right. You feel me? So I could believe that, bro.
It was
That's crazy.
right now. You're talking about the rain, and it's real, bro.
It's
like our gente, our roots that are tied to the native people, bro. They were connected to the earth.
Bro. You ever heard of grounding?
Yes.
Bro, the only reason I'm still working now 66 weeks by myself without help or anybody is not because I'm motivated like that. It's because I had to go and meditate at the beach by myself. Did it work the first time? No. Did it work the 5th time? No. Did it work the 6th time? Yeah. Why? Because when you don't have cell phones or anything to distract you, the waves are giving you about 480 to 520 frequencies of gigahertz that go into your body. Your body has iron. Your body has melatonin. When the sun comes out,
get the vitamin D, yeah.
And when the sun goes down, your body goes down. Your shoulders go down. Believe it or not, we are part of this fucking shit. And once you once you start to tap into it, that's why motherfuckers are living longer. You feel me?
You gotta be one to the earth, bro.
You know, Nas and Jay be talking about a lot of that stuff. I don't know if you guys watch their interviews. They talk about
Speak on
like if you even in their music, they talk about the concrete jungle, bro, and how us walking on cement and living in cement buildings, how it keeps us disconnected, like Rome said, from even before like the technology. They were already the system of the government was already disconnecting us from the earth, our natural habitat, our natural energy.
Yeah, energy.
I didn't know we got gigahertz from waves.
Wait,
That's new.
Yeah,
and
bro.
I'm gonna look that up.
No, literally. You think what motherfuckers grab their phone and they grab them apps and it goes go to sleep and it says 540 gigahertz and you hear the waves. Your weight because your body. It starts with your body having iron. Your body has iron in it. So when you're born, the first thing that's developed, and I do this, is your heart. Look at it. The first organ is your heart, and humans, elephants, animals, everything is sound. That's why you could change society. That's why you love. That's why you feel a certain way when you hear rock music and hate music. That's why when you hear love, no matter how much, when you hear Vicente Fernandez in your buzz, homie, what you gonna do? You gonna remember about all the people that died, right?
Yeah.
Right?
It's a feeling.
Right? It's a feeling. You can't run away with it. Those are fucking, because it's the first shit. So literally, bro, all these frequencies.
The frequency of sound is ill, and it's you want to know where I can already tell you right now.
Wow. Before you say it, so in case you guys don't know, those motherfuckers that do EDM, look at it, research it. They start with your heartbeat at, you see it right, 50 BPM, 100, boom, boom, boom. They start boom, 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 depending on the song, and then boom, boom, boom. The energy that picks up the room and vibes it up.
That's that and a little bit of shrooms and shit like that. So.
Yeah, but no, there's a science to the DJ that gets paid $150,000 to fucking press a fucking button.
Without even asking though, I know for a fact that Rome ran into this information from engineering.
Yes.
Once he started engineering, he started understanding sound frequencies, and that shit probably blew your mind. And you started looking at life a whole different
Oh
way.
man, bro,
Right?
and necessity is the mother of all inventions. Everything that I do, bro, is not because I wanted to do it. It's because nobody wanted to do it for me, and I wasn't gonna go and sit there. I like to pay shit one time, and then research it and do it myself. I graduated from YouTube University. I know how to mix and engineer and master. You feel me? This fucking we're on 56 episodes, and before that we had a 2-year fucking run with Rowdoggs TV. I learned how to engineer this whole fucking shit. You feel me? You just gotta do it, bro. When I first started, I
Not everybody.
had to hire models for my videos. Then I said, fuck it, I'm about to recruit them. I had 5 girls from America's top 10 contestants on America's It Girl competition working for me. You feel me? Everything. I had Eazy-E's bodyguard work for me, and that's how I got all my famous features. He said, "OG Ron, who you want to work with?" I said, "All the West Coast legends." He brought out his old school flip for him. He said, "Flip, wait." Oh, yo, I got my boy OG Ron right here. We're in the studio. Calls cocaine. Calls corrupt. Boom, boom, boom. This motherfucker started coming through the house. It ain't who you are, it's who you know. But at the end of the day, I'm not perfect, and I know for sure I'm the worst critique of myself. I'm always willing to learn. I'm just consistent, and I'm the little engine that could. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. I'm still gonna be here.
Yeah.
I don't have kids for a reason.
Like me.
I sacrificed my life for that reason, and guess what? As long as there's fucking facials, I'm gonna be in this bitch for another 10 years.
That's right. That's right.
So Tony,
Mhm.
whatchamacallit, at the end of the day, man, I want to thank you so much for coming out here at Rowdoggs
Thank you guys
TV.
for having me, man.
You, to me, you inspired a lot of independent artists, a lot of big artists. You work with a lot of big artists. You are in your own lane. I'm glad that you're getting back in tune with shit, because at the end of the day, I heard people say, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm done with that. You ain't never done. Music is their outlet to express yourself and how you feeling on your everyday life.
Yeah, well, the thing is, if you don't want to chase the artistry of it, if the love is still there, you can still make music.
Yeah.
Like I don't
Keep
I
this
don't-
in mind. Keep this in mind, bro. We don't have to rap or perform. We could do jingles.
Yeah.
Check this out. I'm about to do a fucking jingle for Mag X, the biggest company in Mexico, because I met the owner. It's done. Whether my shit is bougie or not, that shit's gonna play. I'm telling you right now. On Rowdoggs TV, that shit's gonna play. Done.
No,
Why?
absolutely.
So at the end of the day, we have to go and take a different route, bro. We could do a fucking Del Taco commercial. 15 seconds.
Well, for me, and that's the thing, bro. This whole time that I haven't been putting out music as an artist, bro, like I still get my BMI and my ASCAP and my CSAC checks.
Facts.
Like those still come in.
Facts.
You know what I mean? I still write. I still submit. I
Mhm.
still, you know what I mean? And now, like I had something land on. I didn't even fucking know. The homie sent me a video. He's like, "Hey, that song, fucking Dance With Me from like my second project ended up on that show Dexter."
Hey, bro, and it's really because we're sitting there for putting so much music. We need to sit back and have a friend or somebody who cares, or even us, actually submit what we have to the music director of everything.
Yeah.
Of everything. That's what it is.
Well, you know, BMI and ASCAP actually put out lists,
Yeah.
and then you just can submit
Submit
to
it.
those as well. And sometimes they get picked up, sometimes
Yeah.
they don't.
Well, there it is, man. Anything you want to shout out, promote, and tell them where they can find you at?
Just at Tony NARIO, be on the lookout. I'm gonna start dropping some more freestyle videos. Finish working on this project, put that out. Make sure you guys check out No Ceilings podcast on the Black Effect. Glasses Malone, you'll hear me on there as well. I'm always on there with him.
Hey, make sure you fucking bring OG Rome in that bitch.
Yeah, we gotta get OG
Show me
Rome
some
over there for
motherfucker.
sure. And
I want my
you know,
freestyle special. I'm tired of going over there. Tired of going to fucking podcasts talking about my life. I just did that shit 100,000 times. Put me to freestyle.
Oh no! With the podcast over there with that fool, just being honest, it's kind of like this one. I like podcasts where we just start, like, we can talk about music, but then we just start talking about some whole other things like the earth and frequencies. And,
Oh, everything,
you know
bro.
what I mean? So like,
Oh, we took it easy with you. We're normally this is a smoke fest. You would have been like,
yeah. I was telling, I was like, I'm like Mano, because I don't know, I guess Mano don't smoke, but I was watching him on million worth of game.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, I'm contact high.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like,
Lots of people.
There it is, man. Tell them where they can find you at, Big Tony.
at Tony NARIO. Check it out. Everything at Tony NARIO. TonyNario. Check me out.
Believe that, man.
Yeah,
You heard it here at Rowdoggs TV.
Yeah.
If you don't know,
Now
you
you
know.
know.
Ain't no business like Road Dog business.
Hey.